Folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Tuesday, March 24th, 2020. It's about 2:04, 2:05 in the afternoon. I just clocked off Le Target Nouveau, and I'm here in La Cañada. It's kind of a nice, the breeze is a little cool, but the sun is shining and it's kind of warm, it seems like. I'm definitely ready for summer. Not sure what kind of summer activities are going to be around, but hopefully things will calm down. So many things have been canceled for the summer. So many concert venues, especially in Pasadena. A lot of them had to either permanently get canceled or rescheduled for later in the year or whenever. I definitely want to get to. I'd like to have gone hiking. That's my thing. I wanted to go to a hiking trail up over here and go do the backside of Griffith Park, but until further notice, can't do that. So I suppose just continue doing as suggested, instructed, or whatever. Oh, by the way, am I directly telling you folks not to go out? Kind of urging you folks. But comment. Yes, I know you have a mind of your own. And yes, I know that you don't agree with a lot of things that I say. And that is a wonderful thing about freedom, right? You get to pick and choose whatever you want. Sorry if you think that I was telling you what to do, but by any means I was not strongly suggesting and urging. But yeah, there was kind of a mixed message, especially, I don't know what, saying that I'm no better than mainstream media, and also in the same breath telling me to stay in my room. Yeah, well, I don't know what to say. The wonderful thing about everything that is we are in our tech society is you can always unsubscribe, subscribe, friend, unfriend, swipe left, right, click, blink, or whatever technological advances are going to command us to do. So apologize if you think that I was telling you what to do. No. So yeah, most definitely you are free to go out and about and go into large groups and do whatever you want. So I don't think that anybody else, unless I'm wrong, please comment below. And I have no authority to tell you. If you think that I do, well then I don't know what to tell you in that sense. I don't know how to explain anything else. If you really feel that I'm telling you, and if you feel that I am in a authoritative situation, wow. With a grain of salt, slice of lime, and a shot of tequila, maybe. Come on, really? Like this morning, I'm thinking seriously of getting off of Facebook. Everybody's just getting too offended, too delicate, Come on, really? You have to go there? But I guess in these times People are looking to get offended for any reason or whatever. This morning I was making a comment on the whole bill of this stimulus check or whatever, and basically is just like, yeah, I just want it to be resolved. I want things to be, people to just come to an agreement, So everybody that is going to get, the stimulus check and families can get the money, so we can get the economy and stuff rolling again, There's too many people right now, especially in retail, that are not essential workers, that have just lost their jobs. They have lost their jobs. Yeah, they might get unemployment, but unemployment also, depending on where you're at, could take anywhere from a week plus. And that takes a while. And I don't think that in every situation, in every case, it's warm. People are going to be allowed to pay their rent regardless of what is being said. Just because it's being said doesn't mean that, you're not going to lose your apartment, your home. There's so many factors to that, and that scares me for a lot of folks. I've been there and stuff like that. So folks like me that work for Target and folks that work for Walmart, yeah, we got it kind of good right now, but for now, who knows what's going to happen? Anything could happen again, and before you know it, maybe I might be out of a job. I might be homeless again. So I'm not stressing about that. If it happens, it happens. But there's just too much anger. And I was making the comment, please hurry up, whatever. And this person that I've known for a few years said, oh, you gotta, something to the effect, read the fine print, and you're just being greedy. I'm being greedy. How am I being greedy? It's just like, I could really use this. And not just me. I'm also thinking about the two ex-wives of mine, the two mothers of my children. I'm sure they could use the money, because I don't even know what their employment situation, I don't know what kind of field of employment they are right now. So the sooner they can get things resolved and those ladies can get the money, for our kids. So I don't understand. And God, anger. That's what upsets me, and that's what breaks my heart. This is the last thing that we need in society right now. And of course, yeah, everybody's frightened. They don't know what's going on. And look at, I'm looking across, like this restaurant right here, they're closed. Home Goods is closed. Chipotle is closed. Weight Watchers. And there's a whole bunch of little cafes and bookstores and small mom and pop shops and little tiny specialty clothing stores, the salon. There's a lot of salons over here, a lot of boutiques. They're out of job. I've said this again, I don't think they're going to be able to recover. Sure, the politicians say, there's going to be money for this, so they can help get back on their feet or stay on their feet. But all in all, there is no back to normal after this. There is going to be no back to normal. Starbucks are closed. As of yesterday, all Starbucks, well, with the exception of the one on Lake at the Rouse where I shop, they're still open. I don't see how, because I just don't see how they're open. But all the Starbucks that I know of, the one by my house, they're closed. That's the Starbucks that I used to frequent a lot. I used to do a lot of live streaming there. For those of you that remember, I was always doing live streaming there before I got my home internet, and uploading there. I used to rely on that place. Nobody. Actually, I kind of disagree on whether that place should be, I think Starbucks, all Starbucks should be an essential business because, you know, this country more so than anything else, other place runs on caffeine. So yeah, it's just really have to be angry, really have to be snide or sarcastic about that. My goodness, can we just pocket that away and save it from some other time? I think we need to reserve that for something else. This is something. This is something that is so much bigger than your hurt feelings or you being offended. You know, think of the whole grand scheme of things. So many people are out of jobs and freaking out, and I feel sorry for like single parents, whether it be mothers or fathers. You know, they're freaking out. Now they're having to deal with, if they're lucky enough to have a job, now they're freaking about having the added cost of daycare. Let's not forget about daycare centers and nurseries. No, you can't do that. So that means maybe a single parent, maybe a little bit easier for a family, but for a single parent, what is that one single parent going to do? Now they're going to have to probably stay home and draw unemployment or take a family leave act or be part of this compensation business of being affected by the COVID or whatever. You know, that's not good. This little bookstore right here, this Brentwood bookstore, this place right here, namely, they just opened up about 2.5 months ago. I think actually 2 months. They're closed. You know, and that is not cheap real estate. So being a former small-time business person myself, I know what it takes. And then the hardest part is, little by little, day by day, as everything is starting to freak out and close here and close there, you're going to have to tell one employee, hey, you know, I'm going to have to let you go. I'll call you, but, you know, when things get better, you know, and tell another employee and then tell the rest of your employees and probably run the business yourself, or if you are lucky enough to have family members or a significant other. That's rough. I know what that's like. So, can we put the anger and the sarcasm aside? Maybe save it for the people that are in charge. You know, the ones that, well, we kind of look for guidance. Don't care if you're left, right, up the middle, down the back path, or whatever, you know. And we really shouldn't rely on them right now, because if they can't settle things, you know, for our country, for our sakes, you know, what are we left to do, you know? Really, what are we left to do? So, yeah. I feel at times that we are just, as all citizens, I think that we are just really on our own on this situation, you know? Just let the politicians quibble and, you know, gripe about this and gripe about that, and just, you know, we got to fend for ourselves now, you know? Mom and Dad are too busy in the kitchen arguing about what we need and what we don't need, so that's my take on it. So, I'm just lucky enough for now, for the time being. Hopefully it lasts. If it doesn't, get a job. Like today, I was just now able this morning to get my silly Chronos working. I hadn't been able to get my Chronos working for like 2 weeks, and my phone kept crapping out on me, and finally I got it to work. I was actually able to get my schedule up and running and everything, because I was just having to take snapshots of the schedule in the office. And so I finally was able to get my schedule. And today and tomorrow I'm on cleaning duty, so Today 4 hours, working today 4 hours, working 4 hours today, and the hours are starting to go back down because from our store, things are starting to, well, it seems like things are starting to calm down a little bit. I'm actually looking at the routes and everything else and what's going on. People seem to be coming to their senses a little bit. So there's no long, crazy lines. People aren't really panic buying or hoarding or whatever, which is a good thing, you know, because people that really need to get access to all that, like senior citizens and disabled people, or just people that can't shut-ins or whatever, you know, they can't make it. You know? It's harder for them. So, and then a lot of places you still can't buy. You can only buy a certain amount of money or a certain amount of items. So if you're doing your neighbor or loved one a favor by trying to buy them something, you know, you're limited to a certain amount of items. Today, actually, you know, we had our, the store was not really very busy. And for what we got for our paper goods or whatever it was, even though the lines weren't that big, the items that we had went pretty quickly. I was actually kind of surprised, but, you know, we just need to calm down. Here more so now, I don't see too many people in groups. The other day, I had seen a lot of people in small groups and everything, especially at Eaton Canyon from what I saw. Wow, people were going to Eaton Canyon like crazy and just hiking and stuff like that. You know, and the mayor brought up a good point. Now, even though you're going to a trailhead or you're going hiking or whatever, you know, the paths are pretty narrow. So if there's groups of, saying, on a trail, maybe 30 people and everybody's passing each other, a trail is at best maybe 3.5 feet wide, and you're going to be passing each other within inches. So there's no room for that 6 foot, you know, separation. Then there's the medical people, the nurses, the doctors, you know. They cannot adhere to 6 feet. They got to work within inches of each other. So, yeah. And they don't have the right equipment. They don't have the right masks. And they don't have enough gloves or whatever. So they're having to Mickey Mouse whatever it is that they're doing. Some are having to use bandanas. And that is certainly not guaranteeing any safety. Then they got to go home and hopefully not, but introduce whatever it is that they have or maybe possibly carrying and introduce it into their home life and maybe their family life. So many things. And you folks, you know how I feel about this whole anger situation. It's non-progressive, you know. It hinders society. It hinders individuals. You know, I try to be as positive as possible. I try to be as lighthearted as possible, even in the darkest times. Even before all this. But it's hard. It gets hard to be happy and joviant for you folks, you know. This starts to take a toll on people. I mean, look, I was off for 2 days and got to the doctor's office. Appointment was canceled. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I got another appointment. Luckily, I have next Monday off, so I'll be able to make that appointment. And they're like, and they're telling me, well, you know, you can go to the other office. I don't know if I'll be able to, and I can't afford the transportation to go to another city for a doctor's office. You know, and it's important for me. I need to get reassessed medically. I I haven't had my seizure medicine in a couple of years. I haven't had my asthma medication in a couple of years. You know, I just have so many. I haven't had a medical checkup a serious medical checkup when was the last time I had a good one? 2014? 2014, I think, was the last time I had a good, turn your head, give me a cough type of checkup. And I'm 54, and I'm at that point where I really have to get checked up and probably even have a colonoscopy. I'm already hitting that age bracket for men. I mean, I feel okay, but I'd like to have my blood drawn and checked properly, because when the times that I've been sick and had when my knee was busted up and everything, they just check for the regular stuff on blood work. They don't do the full panel and everything. So I don't know, and I gotta have all that done, and it's been years. So I'd like to know. And there's some issues, other issues that I can't go into that concern me. And I don't share that with you folks, but there's just a lot of things, but I just patiently wait. I have to wait. I'm always having to be patient. I'm always having to take the back seat. I'm always the second person. I'm always having to ride shotgun in this life. That seems to have been, since my second marriage, that seems to have been my lot in life. Always taking the back seat, always being second, feeding the homeless. I always wait till everybody ate first. Carlos said, "You got a plate?" "Nah." "Are you gonna eat?" "Yeah, I'm gonna eat." "Well, aren't you eating now?" "Well, I gotta make sure that everybody's got a plate and everybody's eating. So I don't eat until you guys eat. So it's just, I don't like to put myself before anybody else. I don't feel right doing that. I don't. Even in food lines, when I was homeless, it's like there's someone that's behind me, or a couple people, they're, "God, when's this line moving? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten." You want to take my line? You want to get in front of me? I don't care. I'm not starving. I know there's plenty of food. I can get food whenever I want. So I get clothes whenever I get. Go ahead. Just, if it'll make you feel better, then just, get in front of me or take my place in line. I've been doing that almost all my life, Can you say the same thing? Well, the last I heard was, I saw on the ticker, it looked like the market was doing good. And last I heard that maybe there might be some resolve on this stimulus money or whatever. The last thing I saw when I took my break is that India completely on lockdown. That is, wow. I don't understand how that's going to be possible, but yeah, India is completely locked down. That is amazing. That is scary to me. That's, wow. I did say it's going to get worse before it gets better, and yeah, even the Surgeon General the other day had said the same thing. It's definitely going to get a lot worse before it gets better. Well, if I get sick, I get sick. If I die, I die. Big deal. I'm not going to, live the rest of my life in fear. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. Why fear? Why, for me, I've been through so much worse. Oh my gosh, I've been through so much worse. There's no sense for me to panic. You cannot delay the inevitable. You cannot. We can't predict the future, you know. We can only hope for the best. I can only hope for the best. For myself, for my children, for the mothers of my kids, for my relatives, you know, for society as a whole. And for society as a world. So we need to stow that anger away. Because it's non-progressive. It is definitely not progressive. It's just a hindrance. Yeah, friends, I'm still waiting for the shuttle. Wow, I guess I know that the metro line's out. Here it comes. So you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other. Be kind to each other. Help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Shoot. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, and what's going on. And comments, of course, good or bad. Always. I love you folks. Take care, and I'll post this when I get home.